Have you guys noticed that there's something in the air right now? My daughter came home from school the other day with catarrh, cough, and sore throat. And the first plant I thought about was this Cuban oregano. And after giving her a few times, it just completely stopped. And I also took it just because I want to protect myself from developing these symptoms. I took it a few times now just to build my immune system so that I don't catch this thing that is in the air. Let me share how I did it and how I gave it to her. So I just took a few leaves. Let me put this here. I've already cleaned this surface. I took few leaves from the garden. I washed it thoroughly. You have to wash it, especially if you're growing it directly in the ground. This can be grown in pots. This can also grow directly in the ground, and it has a way of just spreading and taking over everything in that space. So when you're planting, be careful not to plant any other thing around it if you don't want it to take over the whole space. In fact, I had to cut down mine. I had to trim it. It was already going past the spot I wanted it to be. So I took a few leaves and I squeezed it. It is very easy to squeeze, by the way, so let me show you. And there is definitely something in the air this period, because everywhere you go now, someone is coughing, sneezing, or complaining of sore throat. I have Cuban oregano in my garden. It's my go-to remedy for sore throat and even cough. You start to feel better within hours of taking Cuban oregano. This is why I'll always have it growing around my home garden. I also introduced this herb to my mom and planted it in her garden. This is Cuban oregano growing in my mom's garden. She never skips it in her herbal tea blend. The weather this period has been heavy rains, dusty sometimes, and dry the next, and with school season in full swing, anyone can catch infections, especially from classmates. So when my daughter complained, I knew her immune system needed a little help. Most times our plants are the perfect remedy we have growing in our home. Cuban oregano is one of my favorite healing plants, and most of the plants we have at home are actually medicine, but we just lack the knowledge of how to use them and what they are for. Cuban oregano is a thick aromatic leaf that is packed with natural antibiotics, anti-inflammatory compounds, and essential oils that can help fight cough, sore throat, and even congestion. When you squeeze the fresh leaves, you'll notice that strong minty aroma. That's cavacol and thymol. They are the same powerful compounds found in thyme and oregano oil. They help clear the throat, soothe the chest, and stop bacterial growth. In my home, Cuban oregano is one of our natural first aid kits. If you have this plant growing in your garden, you can use it in so many ways. For cough or sore throat, you can squeeze out the juice and take 1 to 2 teaspoons twice daily. For congestion, boil a few leaves, cover your head with a bowl, and inhale the steam. For immune support, you can add a few chopped leaves to your meals, like your soup. I've added it to my beans, and you can also make tea out of it or even smoothies. It is safe for both adults and children, but in small doses, and it works faster than most over-the-counter syrups because it supports the body naturally instead of masking the symptoms. I also make liquid organic fertilizer with the leaves. Cuban oregano is one of the easiest herbs to grow. It doesn't need fertilizer, it loves sunlight, and it can grow from just a leaf or a small stem cutting. If you keep one near your kitchen window or your garden, it will multiply quickly and fill your home with beautiful herbal aroma. Plus, when cold and flu season is here, you'll have your own natural remedy right at your fingertips. This plant can literally save you money and time and prevent unnecessary use of drugs, and it will keep your family healthy the natural way. If you found this video helpful, share it with somebody who has a sore throat right now.